What I'm working on now is I've been asked by someone who this person is the owner of the SE30 reloaded board that I did. The board has sentimental value to the owner. The owner is in Texas, and he only sent me the actually logic board because that was bombed. Now that the logic board is working and good, he has the analog board and the power supply that he also wants to recap, and he's not sure how to do it or if he's even willing to do it on his own. This is an avid collector, has fairly large selection of vintage computers, but time to do the work and confidence and the ability to do it is a whole different ball game. So so he asked me to do a video on actually recapping a analog board and the power supply. So that's what I'm going to do here. Now I do not have an SE30 yet. I do have one on the way. And so I am going to recap a SE logic analog board and power supply, and it's the same process. It's the same board. Really, not too much different. It's just the power supply, which is a separate unit from the analog board, could be different. Okay, so if we go to my desk view, we'll see on here I already have the analog board taken out. All this is one unit. Okay, and so you have the analog board, the power supply, and this one was one of the first units that had a fan, which was really nice for them to have. So it's a much simpler design. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the power supply. Mine is a Sony CR-44, and I have a cap kit here for a Sony CR-44. Okay, so we'll use that, and I have the cap kit for the analog board, which is the SE and SE30 analog board. So it's the same cap kit because it's the same board. Just the power supply might be different inside. Okay, but that's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this power supply to make it a bit easier. And there's only 4 SE screws holding it. I don't know what it is with analog boards these days. I'm doing a lot of them. But it's good. It's good to stay fluent in them all. At least I'm doing more than just logic boards, right? So we'll take off the power supply. See, so this is the power supply. We'll put that aside. We will recap it, but we will get to that later. Okay. Now I've already taken the privilege to speed things up. I have already marked on the board where my caps are. And they are, I have one right here, here, and here. Don't go by this one. This one is wrong. Let me take off that wrong one. I'm trying to get this one. Okay. Then I have 2 axials. Then I got a cap here. Okay. I have one here, here, and here. Okay. So there should be a total of, I think, 11 on the front side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 caps. Okay. So now how I do this, I could use air in my sucker, but that's fine. I'm not going to do it that way this time. I'm just gonna use wick in my solder iron. So sorry, I'm just trying to line this up so I can work a bit better on it. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some flux on here. Not too much. So we'll use my thicker wick. That kind of rhymes, does it not? Thicker wick. So first, I need my eyeballs. I cleaned them, so they should be a bit better. All I'm doing really is just taking off the old solder, letting it melt. Oh, sorry, I want to use my fume extractor. I need to use this more. Sorry about the noise, I hope it will cancel out. Okay, so I haven't worked on one of these boards in a long time, so I need to see what the direction of that cap is. Okay, so the square. All right, one of the differences with this board is if you'll notice, one of the pads is a square. That's the positive. The round is a circle on these boards. So now this has glue holding it. I think it's also wrapped around a wire, but it does come off. Okay, so this is the 220 UF 16 volt. Yep, that's C24. I needed to start using my extractor because I was getting some of the headaches. But I still got fans behind me too that are blowing it out. You can see not all is it sucking up. I'm so sorry you can't see what I'm doing. Really, I'm going to go into each cap and just go into each cap and just sucking it out. Sorry, then I gotta move this fume extractor closer then. This one has a big copper plane. It's so nice to see that solder get sucked up. So please do let me know if the fume extractor is too much noise in the background, then I'll have to figure out something to do. Okay, let me cut this. Big piece of copper there. Maybe up like this. Because I didn't put any flux on the actual one, so. The flux helps to clean up a lot with it. That one already fell out. Okay. Boy, the board seems pretty nice to work on. Alright, my cord was getting wrapped around the table and the chair. They're cleaning up real nice. I think I only got 2 more left. Oh, that one fell out. All on its own. Beautiful when that happens. The hole is well cleaned. It's easy to go back in. What I'll probably do is do this video as like 2 parts. I'll do the analog board as part 1, and then the power supply itself as part 2. Okay, so we should be all of them. The reason why some have not fallen out because they have glue holding them. Be careful around that, because that's just plastic. You can see I'm able to just pull these out. The board cleaned up so nice. Okay, the only one left is just one axial here, and why that didn't come out is because the pins are bent. So I'll go here and bend them back. Push that straight out. It's out. There it is. So that should be all of them. All of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What am I missing? What did I count? There was another green one. Where did I go? There were 2 greens. Ah, here you are. Okay, there are 12. So we have all 12 caps. Okay. I'm gonna turn down the sucker for a little bit. Basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean these. And again, that's just with a little bit of flux. A lot of them I don't really need to clean. They're already clean, but the thing is that if you have caps that leak, you want to do this. You have to do this cleaning process. Okay, and that's just basically a little bit of flux on there with your heat. You come and you use the flux as like a sandpaper and gently do the back and forth motion with the heat, and you suck up all the mess. Okay, you suck up all the old solder, use the flux as a lubricant, wick a sandpaper, and you iron as the heat and the guide. Okay, with your iron, you can pull it along. See how I'm using it that way? And we're gonna come up here. Sorry, I need some more sucking power. I gotta start buying some of my stuff that I need to send to Florida for me to set up my workspace over there. I also need supplies to come to Cayman. So, anyone willing to help a little bit with the cost of things? Because all this is coming out of my pocket for now. Everything has, even the $1,000 microscope and camera system. I'm open for some donations. It would be nice. This is an expensive task to do. And I don't charge much for my board work because if I overcharge, you're not gonna do it. Okay, because it's easier to dump it than to fix it. Okay, and if the cost is too much and you can buy another board for just a couple dollars more, you're not gonna fix the old stuff. You're gonna just dump it, and you're gonna try to find a working board. from someone else. So my decision was not to charge much for the board repair work that I do. Because I want to restore these items, so my labor I don't charge much, and then I charge you the parts I use, and maybe a little bit more. Like if I buy something for 80 cents, I may charge you $1. Okay, I mean, I'm not in this for the wealth. Okay, I don't need that. I'm in this for the enjoyment of the work and for the satisfaction that I have restored something for actually someone. Example, this board, this logic board I did for this person, that board has sentimental value to the person. So that alone is worth it. And because of that, I'm not going to overcharge you. Okay, that whole board transfer, that whole board transfer was actually $150 plus any parts that I may use. And there weren't many parts that I used. I might have used $20 worth of parts. And even that is a lot. So overall, it was worth it for the person. And that 150 includes the board. Okay. So now I've got 9 more boards. If people want some more transfers done, please contact me. I can work on them, but I cannot guarantee you a timeline. I do have some pretty big travel plans planned for earlier next year. I need to go back home to Curacao with my mother. And we need to go to actually Europe. So Flint, I may come visit you because I'm going to be in Holland, Netherlands. So you may actually see me cross the actually straits there. Well, I gotta fly into London anyway. I gotta fly from Cayman to actually Heathrow. So anyway, okay. Now where are we with the caps? I opened up the package. I can turn this off now. I don't need it right now. I'm gonna put them all in, bend them, and then we solder. Okay. Now from Console 5, they have a wiki. So wiki.console5.com. You can then search what you're working on, and they give you a full location of each cap and the value. For example, it's saying right now C2 is 100 microfarad, 16 volts. So C2 right here. Okay, so C2 will take 116. I have not looked at these caps yet, so that's 125. That's just 220 16s. And this 116s, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, so I guess they're using the 25s. Okay, so C2 plus is in this hole here. Okay, so on your cap, the longer leg is the plus, and plus you see a line here on this side. Okay, that side, which is the shorter leg, that's negative. Okay, so we'll put that in. Push it down, hold it, and I'm gonna bend the legs. Right. C7, that's another 100. C7 is right up here. Okay, same thing, positive is up here on top, long leg, marking, long leg, marking is negative, so there we go. Right, C9, 1016, I have not seen that yet. 1016 right here in my hand. Long leg, line, negative. This goes into C9. C9, where are you? C9. C9 is up here. Okay. This one here, I'm gonna do something a bit different. Okay. Where are my tweezers? What did I do with my black tweezers? My phone. What did I do with them? Up here. Oh my god. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, because of the spacing, I'm gonna bend. From here, I'm gonna grab the cap. Okay. Because the spacing on my tweezers is about right. I'm gonna bend that leg 90 degrees. Same thing with the other one. I'm gonna bend it 90 degrees. Then I'm gonna grab it at the bend and bend it back up 90 degrees. Same thing here. Grab it, bend it up. So now I have this. See? Now I can go and stick this in. And I get a nice level base for it to sit on. See? So it's sitting very nicely on there. Because the cap, this cap is a lot smaller than what was originally there. So C9 is done. Now C11 is a 3316. C11 is one of the axials. $33.25. Probably it. And this one is $22.50. Okay. Same thing with here now, okay? Now, my habit with this, okay? Again, you have a line on here showing you negative with arrows pointing towards the leg that is negative. So this is your negative leg. This is your positive, okay? And your value of what it is right there. So I like to have these two things on top where you can read them easily, okay? So again, I take my tweezers and I bend the leg down 90 degrees right there because it's got to go through the hole. Same thing on this side. I'm going to bend it 90 degrees. Now when it goes in, you have your arrow and you have your reading value. See? So if we were to put this in, okay, it's going to go right here. C11 is right here because right there it says C11. You can't see it, but it's there. Okay, C11. All right, positive is down here. Okay, so I'm going to put this with the arrows pointing away from the positive. Now I can get it into those two holes. There we go. Here to hold it, and there we are. That's now in there. You can see the value. You can see the direction that it's going, and you can see the value of it. Okay. So that's C11. C13 is a 220 by 16. I think these were the 220s. Yeah, 220 by 16. That is C13. Where is C13? C13 is the one that is inside this cage. C13 there. Positive is down towards me. You can see the positive there in the corner. Right by the 3. Okay. So now this one, I may have to use my tweezers for me to get it in there. Legs. All right, that one in. C13, C14, 4,700 by 16. That may be this big one, 4,700 by 16. Yeah. So this is C14. C14 is over here, outside the cage. Positive is right below the C. Long leg. Okay, you got your markings there. That is negative. Long leg towards the C14. Okay. So after C14, we have C15. C15 is over here. Now C15 says that it is this guy. Okay. I'm gonna skip that one for now. I just want to be sure. Okay. So we'll jump to C18. C18 is my other axial, which is right here. Again, I'm gonna bend this with my value and the arrow visible. Okay. Negative. Negative is this side. So it's got to, and if we look here, C18. Positive is over here. All right, so that's C18. C19 is our 10 by 160. I think that's this one. No. 10 by 160. This one. Okay. So this is C19. Where's C19? C19 is right below that axial we just put in. So that's right here. Again, positive is down here. So long leg. C19 is in. C22 is 100 by 16, which is one of these again. After this, we only got 3 more to go. Okay, so this is C22. C22 right next to 19. Positive is, see, positive again. Positive is down towards me, towards this chip. Long leg. Down that side. More. C24. C24 is a 220 by 16, which was this one. This is C24. C24. Yeah, okay, it's underneath the glue. Okay, C24 is this one down here. Okay, C21 is this other cap. Okay, so C24 is down there. Long leg with the positive. Last one there is C25, which is our last 100 by 16, but we're using 100 by 25s. Again, the positive with the long leg. Now we're left with this sucker. And this sucker is going to go here. Alright? But you see how far away the legs are. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing what we did earlier with the bending. Alright, and I'm going to try to bend it here for you to see. So with my tweezers again, I put it as close down and I'm going to bend this 90 degrees in. Okay, then I'm going to grab it at that same corner, that same corner that was just made, and I'm going to hold it and I'm going to bend this up 90 degrees. Alright, so the other side again, bend it down 90, grab it in that corner, bend it up 90. I basically did that. Okay, this does not matter on the polarity, so you can put it in either way you want. Okay, so we're going to put this in. See, one more thing I need to do here. And I'm going to try this. I've never tried it. Okay, I'm going to twist these a little bit like this. That glue that's holding it. Okay, I'm going to cut off some of this glue. That's really the best I can do with that. It's okay, it's not overhanging, so the case will be able to close. So we have them all on. That's it. All of the caps are on. Not too many of them. I still don't have my package ready. I guess I'll be tomorrow because it's already 5 o'clock here. I was at 201 subs. Now I'm down to 200. Someone went. Bye bye. Sorry, the content wasn't for you. All right, so let's go solder these now. Solder iron is still on. I need to bring my fume thing back in picture. All right, so we're gonna start down here. Again, I'm gonna put the solder down. Okay, then I'm gonna lift this leg up. Okay, because I want to try to get it. It makes it easier for me when the legs are up straight for me to cut. And for the next person later, if they need to replace again. Okay. So another way I could do it is I could go ahead and solder them both. Then keep one hot and lift it up. Let that dry and then come and lift up the next side. Okay. So when we can do it that way, we'll solder this one. Solder this one. Keep it liquefied and then let go. Come back, heat this one. Good. There we go. You didn't even see any of that, did you? Yeah, you did. Okay. We'll do this one now. This one has a lot of ground, a lot of copper, so I need to build up some heat. Because this one has a lot of copper, I don't want to heat it up again later. Okay. Now we're here. We can see this. These I can do that way. I can come in, solder it, and then dry. Come to the next one. Keep it liquefied. Lift up. Liquefy and lift up. Okay. I'm here. You can see. Okay, so we're gonna solder over here. Oh, these are some long legs. A lot of copper here. This is one of the axials. And when I was cleaning, I also removed the solder from this joint by accident, so I'll put that back. Okay. There's a lot of ground there, so I'm gonna let this heat up for a little bit. Alright, so now I am down here. You can see that, yes. The last two. Okay. We have everything soldered. That's it. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we can go do snip snip. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. There. And let's start doing snip snip. We should have 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, 12 sets. 1, 2, 3, 6, flip over, and there. So you can see them all there. Beautiful, huh? I think that's a job well done. So, but yes, so this is basically finished. The back is very sticky though, so I'm gonna go to my big tub with alcohol and brush this and clean it and let it drip off. The back side here, the front is pretty good. And so the analog board part is finished, guys. That's it. I mean, it is only 12 caps. It's only 12. Not too much. Not too much. It's the power supply that's the one that is a beast. Because if we look at that kit, it's not too many. But I know those power supplies from Sony can be a nightmare. They really can. So we did this in 44 minutes with I'm going slow, giving instructions and everything. Apple 3 PROM, Apple 3 Castram, yeah. Yes. Okay, so we are done with this one. Like I said, I'm gonna clean this off, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this stuff into actually two separate videos. So part one is the analog board, and part two will be the Sony PSU unit. Okay, because it is 5:15 here. I need to go see my mother and come back, so it'd be easier for me to do it as two parts video. Anyway, folks, if y'all like this, please do a thumbs up for me, and I hope you'll come back and see the next part, which will be for the power supply. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Alrighty, bye bye.